Hello there and welcome back to Pallegney. So this episode is a big milestone episode for me personally. It's EP 50 of this series, and this is my first series of Farming Simulator. So I had no idea that we would make it to EP 50 when I started this series, but here we are. So if you've been following along from the beginning, thank you for following along. I hope you have been liking the videos, and I do hope you are subscribed. If you are not, please do hit that subscribe button to continue following along with this series and also Farming Simulator 25 when it's released. Whip, just so I don't forget, over the fence. Farming Simulator 25 is going to be released in about 10 episodes time, so I think we need to try and think of a way to start wrapping up this series, and I don't really know where to go with it, but what I've been thinking is that seeing as Level 3 of our VIP order completed overnight. You may have seen the notifications at the beginning of the episode, but you can see in the top right there we have over 100,000 euros more than we had at the end of the last episode. That's because 4 of our goats reached 16 months old and were automatically sold, completing Level 3 of the VIP order. So we're now on to Level 4. And what I'm thinking I might try and do to round out this series before FS25 is released is complete all the VIP orders. So if we go into them, I don't actually know how many there are in total, because it seems that when you complete a level, a new one pops up below it. I think I remember reading somewhere that it's 8 to 10 levels of these VIP orders. If it's 8, it might be doable. If it's 10, I might have to start releasing these every 2 days rather than every 3 days. But let's take a look at, for now, at level 4. So barley, we're good for barley this year. Come September, we will have enough barley to sell as we have that extra field that we planted last season. We're going to plant some sugar beet next month, I believe, or April, whenever it comes around. So that'll take care of level 4 this year. And level 5, we could get some sheep. I think I might wait until these are almost complete, but level 5 we can buy some 8-month-old sheep, so they'll be sellable after 5 months. And then we can also plant some oat and red beet this season, so that'll take care of level 4 and 5, and then we'll have to wait for next year for level 6 and beyond. So I think that's going to be the plan. We're going to try and complete the VIP orders as a way to round out this series. Anyways, what do we have on the list for today? Let's first of all check our animals here. What do we have here? So our chickens are doing just fine. And how are our goats doing? Goats doing just fine as well. Got a little bit of goat milk there. Yeah, these are doing just fine. So we don't need to worry about those. Let me just check the food. Yeah, they've got enough food there. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do then is, as I mentioned at the end of the last episode, I'm actually going to purchase the Primos 5000 and the bale shredder. So let's jump into the store and take care of that. The Primos 5000 and bale shredder is now a permanent fixture in our warehouse. Okay, so what I'm going to do for the rest of this month, I'm going to shred the rest of those bales, and then I'll probably skip through to next month and we can start our planning for the year, because I think we have a considerable amount of planning to do, because we're going to be planting different crops this year. Red beets, sugar beets, maybe even some oats. So we have a few things to consider when it comes to which fields we're going to plant them in to get the yields that we require. So let's get these grass bales loaded up, and then we can maybe take a look at which fields to plant our crops in so that we can get as much of the VIP orders done as we possibly can. Okay, so switching back over to the tractor and the Primos, and we are underway. Okay, while that's being fed, let's go over to the map and let's take a look. So what I'm thinking I might do is split this field, sugar beets and red beets, and then I'll do sorghum in this field because that's good for our bread. And what I might do with these 2 soybean fields, I might do oats in this one for the VIP order, corn in this one for our potato soup, and then this, maybe it can stay as grass. I'm not too sure. Let's take another look at our VIP orders. So oats, red beet, sugar beet, those are the ones we need. Yeah, I think that's good. And then maybe we'll just keep the other field as grass and we can mow it periodically this year and have some more hay bales. Seems like a good plan. It looks like our palletizer's output is full, so I will feed the Primos 5000 this 1 bale, and then we'll get the output emptied. Let's check the price of our hay pellets. Oh wow, hay pellets, great demand at the sell point, so I think we should probably offload these. Not very often you see that for one of the things you want, so I will definitely be offloading as many hay pellets as I can today. Okay, so we have 6 extra pallets of hay to sell, and we have at least 1 more here. I'm wondering if we have enough hay or enough pellets in the machine for another one. Looks like we do. We have enough for at least 1 more, possibly even 2 more. So I'm going to wait until all of the hay pellets have come through. You may have noticed I quickly ran over and limed and fertilized the grass field after the last cut, so that will ensure our next cut yields the highest it possibly can. So really now it's just a waiting game to wait for the rest of the hay pellets to be processed. In fact, if I jump in the tractor, I can probably switch this off at this point. And yeah, that's just sitting there guzzling fuel. So I can switch that off, and yeah, it's just a waiting game until the rest of the hay pellets come through. Okay, so this is the last full pallet that is going to come out of the pellet maker for now. So let's get it loaded on the trailer. We have 9 pallets in total, and they're currently fetching a premium price over at the sell point. So let's get them all over to the sell point and sold off. And then we can move through to March and plant our sugar beets. We have 104,000 right now. So 71,000 for just 18,000 litres. That's a very respectable amount. Okay, let's get this trailer left where it usually goes, and let's do a little power slide in our forklift. Get it parked back where it lives, and then we can move on to March and look at planting our sugar beets. Welcome to a spring March morning here in Pallegney. Whip over the fence. And let's start off by checking our chickens. They have enough grain, that's all good. And our goats are doing just fine. Do we have any extra goats yet? No. I think that's probably because we didn't have any female goats that were of birthing age, because they were all sold as part of the VIP order. So we had male goats here, but no female goats because they've just reached their age of maturity, those 3 there. So no more baby goats for now, but that's okay. Let's take a look at planting our sugar beets. So sugar beets can be planted in March. Yep, just there under potatoes. Said we're going to plant them in half of this field here. So I think what I'm going to do is split this field. Not actually going to split it, but I'm going to plant sugar beets in this part of the field here. And then this part can be for red beets. But the next thing, what do we need to plant sugar beets? So I think I'm going to probably rent this planter. That should be good. I'm going to rent this for the month. And I'm going to head over to the store and pick it up. Now, which tractor should I take? The big one or the little one? The little one has 145 horsepower. The big one's probably more suitable. Going over to the store to pick up the planter. In fact, actually, changing my mind, because we need to cultivate this field here, we can set the big tractor loose cultivating, and we can go collect the planter with the little tractor. That's a better use of our time. We'll just get our little power harrow here, our surface tickler, as I've recently found out they're better known as. We'll start cultivating this whole field. I'm going to do both sections of it. It's going to need to be done eventually, so I'll go around the headland and then I will set a worker loose on it and head over to the store, pick up the planter. Okay, so quick update with our progress. It's doing pretty good planting the sugar beets. Our other tractor doing a pretty good job of cultivating or tickling the surface of the field. I did notice that it went over a piece that I'd already planted just over here, so I need to ensure that it doesn't do that again. I'm not quite sure how to do that. Okay, let's continue planting the sugar beets. And I think I'm going to go up to where the brick wall is with the sugar beets. So what I'll do is I'll go down here to the end, and I'll do the headland, the rest of the headland up to the where I'm going to separate the crop and then fill in the gap afterwards. Okay, so that's one field has been cultivated, ready for the sugar beets and the red beets. I need to cultivate the field that we're going to plant corn in, but what I'm wondering is if first I should make ridges in the field for the red beets, because I know I have to do that. I don't think it matters which way around we do it actually, because we're going to need to do all of the tasks anyway. So I will head over here, we'll get this field cultivated, and then we will see about the ridging for the red beets after we are complete. So while that's unfolding, let's just a quick check on our small tractor. Looks like it's missed a little row there, but that's okay. We'll let the AI finish this little piece here, and we'll continue with cultivating this field ready for the corn. Okay, so we're making good progress cultivating this second field. We put it on an AI worker temporarily as I sent the small tractor over to the store just to pick up the seed and fertilizer that was over there, and just so that we didn't have to keep emptying the drill to fill up the planter. We can have some spare seeds on the farm. And now we are back just finishing off tilling this field. So I'll grab that little straggly piece that the AI worker missed, and in fact looks like the small tractor has gotten stuck somewhere, so we'll take care of that as well. Looks like it didn't even make it out of the vehicle store, so let's set it on its way and then we'll start the AI worker again. There we go. Let's see if it can make it from here. Go on, little tractor, you can do it. And we'll just jump back over to our big tractor and finish off cultivating this field. Okay, so we are done cultivating this field, ready for the corn to be planted next month. And I think what I'm going to do today is I am going to ridge the red beet field because we have so much planting to do next month. We have our corn, red beet, sorghum and oat all to sow within 1 month. So I do want to get as much done as I can this month. So I will be ridging the field for our red beets this month. We're gonna drop off the cultivator here. Let's go into vegetable technology. Let's see, it's this one here, I believe, to create ridges, and that is the widest working width one, I think. Yeah, is this one. So we'll go into here, we'll rent this, and we'll head over to the store to pick it up. Okay, back at the farm with our ridging tool, and this must be a really heavy tool because as I was driving back over here I noticed that even this tractor is a little bit rear heavy with it attached. So very, very heavy tool we have here. Okay, so I'm going to go along here, I think, and then this is going to be our area for red beets. So get some ridges created. And we don't need any physical separator between the fields. I'm just going to go along this line here, and then I'll do the rest of the headland of the unplanted part of this field. We'll get the rest of the field ridged this month, and that will put us in a really good position for planting the red beets come next month. Okay, so our field for red beets has been ridged. I'm just wondering, are we going to get 49,000 litres out of this? That's what we need for 47,000 litres. Is that going to be enough for 47,000 litres? It's always hard to tell because I know beets are a very high yielding crop. What I'm wondering is if I should just dig this piece of sugar beet field up in this straight line and do a little bit extra, because I really don't know if that will be enough, and I really don't want to wait another year. I think this is definitely going to be enough for 76,000, is it? Yeah. This is definitely going to be enough for 76,000 each of sugar beets. But is this going to be enough? I think I might just go along here in a straight line and just get this extra few meters in and then ridge that. So I will drop this off here. I'll go get the power harrow and I will just do that. Okay, I feel a little more comfortable just with that little extra piece done, just to ensure that we get the 47,000 and the 76,000 in here. I'm sure I'll be absolutely devastated if I end up with 75,999 sugar beets as a result of this, and well over 47,000. But I would be equally disappointed if I ended up with 46,999 red beets if I didn't do this. So I don't know which way to go with it. I just hope that we have enough of both. I'm going to return the ridge maker. I don't need it anymore. I'll keep the planter for next month because we're going to be using it to plant corn. And we're going to go park our power harrow back where it belongs. And I think I'm going to go get the tractor repaired, but I'll do that off camera. I'm sure you don't need or want to see me do that because it's not really that interesting. So with that said, I think this is a great place to leave this episode. Hope you've enjoyed watching us prepare our fields for some different crops this season. If you have, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will hopefully see you in the next episode. Until then, bye for now.